Yes, thanks very much. Welcome back to the home of football. Here we are ready for the biggest game in the EFL. It's the Championship playoff final, and we have just a few hours to go until kickoff now. As you can see, I'm pitchside with the EFL chairman, Rick Parry. Rick, it's always a pleasure to see you. We started with the rain, typical sunshine. It really is the showpiece event of what has been an incredible campaign across all 72 clubs. And you must be immensely proud to see two sides here today fighting it out for that last spot in the Premier League, and to see the work that's been done throughout the course of the campaign to get to this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's for us a brilliant end to the domestic season. It's a great finale. We had two great playoff finals, League One and League Two last weekend. This, of course, is the big one. Two really good teams. I think it's going to be a tremendous game. Too close to call. Could have sold out Wembley 5 times over. Packed house. And as you said, sun came out. So what's not to like? It's going to be a brilliant afternoon.
And for the 7th time in the last 11 years, we've seen the teams finish 3rd and 4th meet here at Wembley, which I guess shows how good these two sides are.
They are good. I mean, clearly it's two parachute clubs. So for the 7th year in succession, we are going to see two parachute clubs going back up to the Premier League, which is one of the concerns from our point of view. But two teams that deserve it over the course of the season. They've come through 46 games. It's a long and grueling season, and it is going to be a great event. And I have no idea, absolutely no idea, which way to call it.
So much of the game gets billed as the richest game in football, 125 million at stake for the winners today. I guess that's something you want to try and edge away from, because it shouldn't be about the money, it should be about the prestige of getting promoted. And you want to try and, as you've said so many times before, make it fair for all 24 teams in the Championship to be fighting against each other with a chance to get promoted.
Yeah, I mean, it's more than edging away from it. For us, it's all about sporting jeopardy, but without the financial catastrophe. So we want it to be fairer, we want to narrow the gap, and that's something that we will keep pushing for as hard as we can.
You've been working tirelessly over the last few months with regards to the Football Governance Bill, which clearly has changed dynamic this week because of what's going on. We won't get into the political situation, but how much is this going to potentially affect it or change it, because what was going to happen is now not going to happen?
Well, it's not going to happen yet. It's not going to happen in this Parliament, but we have got an early date, with 5th of July. That's not very far away. Then we'll have a new government, and what we hope is that the new government, whichever side it is, will pick the governance bill up. It's ready to go. It's virtually been through the committee stage. It had cross-party support. So our hope is that it will be high on the priority for an incoming government. We know they've got lots of other priorities, lots to sort out with the country, but this is an easy one. It can be picked up pretty much on day one, and really pushed through without a great deal of fuss, we hope.
Obviously your message would be to make this a part of the manifesto, because there are millions of football fans up and down the country that support their clubs and want to see their club treated in the right way, and that's essentially what the governance bill is about.
Yeah, clearly we have an awful lot of voters who are concerned about this. Football supporters, all voters. Our club's very much the heart of their communities, very much the heartland of what were the red wall seats right across the north of the country. But of course we span the entire country, so awful lot of voters will be looking to this, and I think pressing government, whichever government it is, to carry this forward. Too much has gone into it, too much has been invested in it, I think, to stop now.
And just finally, before we let you go, because you've got a busy day ahead of you, we know this is the final game of the EFL season, but once again, you look at what's happened during the campaign, you look at the clubs, you look at the togetherness of the communities, the reach from every single one of your 72 sides across the country, and the new direction with regards to the Sky Sports connection, which gets built upon over the summer for next year, a new package in place, more live TV for League One and League Two. You must be immensely excited at the future, because there are so many good things happening right now.
Absolutely, we have to be the eternal optimists, but a lot of good things happening at every level of the game. We're immensely proud of the Premier League. We want our clubs to want to battle to be in the Premier League. It's not us battling against the Premier League. It really is about the whole pyramid, making the entire pyramid stronger. As you said, lots for us to be excited about in terms of taking the game forward. Really excited about the new deal with Sky. Attendance is going ever upwards. You know, cumulatively, the EFL is the best attended league body in Europe, and that's something to celebrate. Never to be complacent about. We have to keep moving forwards, but we are moving forwards, and I said with great optimism. So, brilliant end to this season, and bring the new one on.
Fantastic. Certainly cannot wait for today and, of course, the next season. Rick Parry, thank you ever so much for your time. Always good to see you on such a special occasion. As you can see, the sun is shining. We are building up. The music is being tested. The tannoy is going, and it won't be long before the fans get let in here. And we'll continue the build-up throughout today on Sky Sports News. This is one game you do not want to miss. The Championship playoff final, Leeds against Southampton.